Hello everyone, this is a video on how to change the oil in a Hustler Raptor Limited mower with a 52-inch deck. There's a Kawasaki FR691V engine. Looked online and could not find a video on how to change an oil for this specific mower. Again, this is for the Kawasaki FR691V. Just first start out with the supplies that I've gotten for today. Obviously I have the oil. I chose to do a high mileage 10W40 oil there with a Fram XG 3614. Walmart did not have the correct filter, and after doing a little research online, the 3614 fit just fine. And I wanted a high quality filter for this mower, just for the amount of dirt that I expect to get in the oil from time to time. Also, we'll be using the included hose that comes with the instruction manual, as well as a bucket for the oil, a 10mm wrench, and of course a funnel to put the oil in. Okay, I've lifted up the seat, as you can tell at this point. The hose will need to be installed on this nipple right there. This is the part that I'll be putting the wrench on to loosen up to allow the oil to come through. I just wanted to give you an up-close view. If you did not know this, the oil filter is right there. And we'll get set up and I'm going to get started. What's been advised is that we run the hose through this direction, and it'll be easier to place on the nipple. Run the hose down through here, and I will have the bucket under there to catch the oil after I loosen the nut over here. Okay, I will say this is the first time that I've changed the oil on this mower, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to work out today, but you'll get to see the good, bad, and ugly for the first time changing it. And hopefully I've watched enough videos to learn how to do this myself. Slide that under there as such. Take the hose. Again, just as a general note, I did run the mower for the recommended 5 minutes to get the oil heated up so it can go through easier. To check and make sure that the hose is pointing the right way, and of course it's not. That's the problem with these things, is my hands are not petite by any means. Okay, I think we have this lined up good enough at this point. Excuse that bump there, I hit my head as usual on something. I think we've got it lined up to a point to where the hose will leak out in there correctly. Another point that was recommended is take out the dipstick. There you go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and loosen the nut. I don't anticipate this being tight. It's just I can't reach in there and get bloody. You know, I'm sure there's a smarter way to do this, and actually I probably should just use the ratchet in hindsight. And contact the oil. Take this camera off the tripod so you can get a better look at it. That's the connection. That's about as far out as you need to move the nut there. Again, at this point I haven't made any messes. Put you on the other side just to kind of show you how I have this going right now. One item to note is make sure you have that hose where it's not on the drive belt. That could cause a huge mess. Obviously I need to do some cleaning out from under here as well, I'm noticing. But you know, the oil doesn't look too terribly bad. It's got about 30 hours on it. Just the initial oil change of the season. I'll be back with you when we're ready to go to the next step. Okay, while we're waiting for the oil to drain, I picked up a couple extra tools. One of these is a socket wrench with a 10mm socket on the end of it. I did do a preliminary check to see if I could get the filter off, and of course the manufacturer's got it on there so tight I can't get it off. So I have my trusty oil filter wrench that I just pulled out of the package. I bought that thing about 20 years ago and haven't used it yet. At any rate, if you notice I stuffed some paper towels down here. There's actually a very good design under this filter. It's got a little lip to catch any oil that you take it off to pull it away from the engine. I don't have anything available, but what I plan to do in the future is to cut a bottle in half and put it down there rather than stuffing a bunch of paper towels as well. Just as a point of notice, I did notice a little, I think I did pull the nut out just a tad, I'm sorry, the bolt out just a tad too much, as there's a little excess oil, like a few drops under that, so I twisted by hand to get it back at shape where it wasn't leaking anymore. Again, this thing's not going to cooperate. Again, you guys are watching me do this for the first time, so we'll see. A little trial and error here. I'm going to grab another wrench real quick. I should have grabbed it to begin with. This is the one that we're going to try this time. Let's see if that's any better. Seems to be the ticket. I can't promise you it came off without us being torn up, but one of those things you can get off. Oh yeah, we're pouring out a good amount of oil. Yeah, that's to be expected. Here's the old filter. I'll lean you over and let you see that's about all it came out. That's annoying, but I'd rather that than not get the filter off. So I'm going to move my bucket around. All right, so you guys have never changed oil before. A little mechanic's tip here: don't ever put it on there with a dry gasket. Always open up. I tell you, I'm just batting 1,000 here. Always open up your new oil, dip your finger in, and you're going to tape it and just run around the ring just like that. Again, that's a mechanic's trick. Learned that long time ago when I was about 30 years ago. I started changing oil. Again, always recommended to take care of that. Again, I'm going to put this back in. Actually, I want to let you see the difference between the two filters. This 30. Again, this is the Fram XG 3614. It's going to fit perfectly, except for it's going to stick out about as much as the edge is on that, and that's okay. There's nothing down here obstructing it, and actually will probably result in being able to it'll be easier to tighten and loosen. This time it changed again. So again, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to one hand tighten. that's it. You know, again, I'm not going to bear down on it, not do anything ridiculous. It's on there right now as tight as it needs to be. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my mess here, and then I'll be back with you when it's time to add oil. Okay, I've gotten most of the mess cleaned up at this point. Go ahead, don't forget to close your plug back up. And again, you're going to see me have to readjust. That's just not going to work. Well, you guys get to see all of the good stuff today. I got the wrong side of the socket. I'm not going to mess with that anymore. I'm just going to get it tightened up. My hand. This too tight. Not real confident that any of that needs to be tightened too much. And so that's all I'm going to do here. Then I'm going to take off the hose. Simple's pulling that out. And now it's time to add some oil. So let's go ahead and I love these filters. I mean, sorry, not filters, these funnels. They're just awesome. What I'm going to do is I'm going, you know, I anticipate it taking more oil because I have a little bit bigger filter than what it calls for. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 2 quarts in, turn on the engine, and then I anticipate needing to add a little bit more oil to it, just to make sure we're at completely full. I'm gonna give it a quick check before I go further here. We'll say the worst thing you do at this point, you know, you're dealing with a lawnmower with a bunch of grass and dirt everywhere. Make sure that you put a clean dipstick back in. Don't put any dirt there. When I said earlier in the video, you know, I plan on getting exposed to dirt. Not if I can help it, but inevitably when you're doing a check here, stuff gets around here and whatnot, and it just gets in. Pieces of dirt get in, whether you like it or not. Anybody tells you otherwise, they must mow their grass in a very controlled environment. All right, so it's showing some oil. I'll be back with you here after I check this out and let you know how much I was able to, how much more oil I had to add in. All right, giving it time to let the oil resettle. Just to show you, check, and we're sitting right on the full mark. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run the mower for a little bit longer and go back and check it later just to make sure that I've got everything good to go. The last thing you want to do is burn up a perfectly good engine by not checking the oil. I want to thank all of you for watching my video. If you like, please, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to provide a bunch of different approaches to things, and not necessarily anything in particular. Pretty mechanically inclined guy myself. I like playing with computers and just piddling around the house. And anyway, you never know what I'm going to post about next. Thanks again for watching, and y'all have a great day. Hope this is helpful to you.